There's a guy I like in church, but he does not see me. How can I make him see me, like me, and we start a relationship that leads to marriage? Let me say this, ladies, if you like a man and you are convinced about the man, let's face it, number one, don't ask him out. You can't ask him out. That's wrong. But guy, there are other ways.
Powerful. Yes.
There are other ways.
Yes.
Get in his space.
Powerful.
If he volunteers for evangelism,
You to
volunteer to his partner.
Pick angles where if he tosses his head, he can see you.
Okay.
Interesting. Guys, did you hear that video? Did you listen to the video? It's going to be hot today. So we're talking about, should a Christian lady ask a man out? The lady said, there's a guy I like, but he doesn't see me. What should I do? And I know many single ladies sort of face this problem. Like I faced it when I was also single. And I will share a bit of my story later on. But I mean, it's amazing that we have a man here. So let him tell us what he thinks. So first of all, the lady says, the woman in the picture says, do not ask him out.
Yeah.
And I hear this all the time. Don't let a woman, don't chase a man. Let him chase you. Let him find you. What do you think about this?
So it depends on what she meant by do not ask him out.
That's very simple and clear.
What do you mean? Like, will you be my boyfriend, or should we date?
Yes,
that was
that's asking out. Let's go out on a date.
You can make it in a better way, by the way. I mean, a simple. Are you free for a coffee over this weekend?
Okay.
Can give you a more. Oh, can we go on a walk? You just tell a random guy. No, it will not be a random guy. In this context, it was not a random guy. Okay, let's assume someone you've met in church. You've been seeing the person over and over again, and you're like, maybe you guys are in the same group. Once in a while, you guys talk, and you know that you like this person. As a girl now, you know that you like this person. There's nothing wrong in asking a person, do you fancy a coffee sometimes? Just to see those kind of questions. I'm just using the word now based on the way we are.
I know. Yeah. I'm just saying, like, Nigerians will not be able to relate to coffee.
Okay. You can, for Nigeria, what would they say? Like, you have plans for the weekend. You can start a conversation. You can always there's always a reason you can always find a common ground to have a conversation depending on your context, where you are. Maybe it's in the workplace, in the office, in the church.
When are you having lunch?
When are you having lunch?
Are you going home? If it is church, like say, okay, what time are you going home? Are you going my direction? Or I'll join you in your car.
Yeah. This your clothes looks so good. Who made it for you? I like this color. There's always a way to start the conversation. And so the question was, should the girl ask the guy out, right?
Yeah, should a lady ask a man out?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong. The question, I don't think we should even be discussing if she's allowed to, because she's already allowed to do that. The question should be, does she have confidence enough to do it? And I understand the problem where the fear is, what if I get rejected? But men also get rejected. So you normalize being rejected. Imagine just like you want to go and buy a vehicle, a car, and they say it's beyond your budget. You move on.
Now you see that rejection is not as easy as that.
Yeah.
But then you have a point. So to answer the first question, should a lady ask a man out? It's not a taboo. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, there's
okay
no problem. Yeah.
So are you saying now in your school of thought, you are happy for a woman to ask you and say, can I date you?
She might not even say it this way. She might not say it this way. But I don't think I have issue with that. Maybe it's just personal. I don't think I have issue with that. I will see it as someone who is confident, very bold enough. I think I will even prefer that kind of person. Oh, you don't want to waste your time. So because if you even, let's assume we've been talking and you might just feel this guy is being maybe doesn't have that confidence, so you can do it. You can. So I don't think there's any issue with or any problem with a lady doing that. For me, or personally, I don't have.
Because I've spoken to a couple of guys, and I think to them it's a turn off. Like they feel like you don't let me do the chasing. So because of that, they sort of view the woman differently. So if they would have been attracted to the woman, the fact that she had asked him out and say, okay, let's go on a date or something, they feel like, oh, she's too cheap.
But this thing is context based, because if you're in India, it's women that ask the men out.
But our audience is not
exactly so what I'm saying is it's a culture based, the context specific. Because if it is in a different context, like what I just mentioned now, India, anybody can do it. Women even pay they marry the man.
We are not Indians.
Exactly. So I think
it's
just because there's nothing wrong. There's no way in the Bible that says that a woman cannot do it. There's nothing like that. Of course, there's this content that say he that findeth a wife and find a good thing, kind of all those things. So we now say, but if I would not tell us how to find the wife or how the woman was found.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's any issue for me. I don't have problem with that. It's just positioning, understanding how to position yourself and how to do it, knowing the right time to do it is also important.
Okay. The first guy I'm hearing that saying they're comfortable with the woman asking them out.
Okay.
So, but let's.
But when we're coming from, never allow us to believe that the woman can do that. In church, they will say, "Wait for your husband." No.
Yeah, definitely. Are you saying you're saying that you are comfortable if your woman asks you out?
Problem with
will you say yes to her?
I don't. It depends on who is asking me out. That's the thing. So it depends on who. That is where it's coming. It's just like me asking a woman out. She's not obligated to tell me yes or no. But it's going to be two things: either yes or no. If it's yes, I normalize it and move on. If it's no, that was what I was expecting. I'm happy. So the same thing should be. Men, we get rejection every time. So why won't you expect? I mean, if you're confident enough and you ask the guy out and the guy said no, okay, maybe you like it was not meant to be. Just move on and move on. I gave you an analogy.
How you feel when you ask a woman out?
I felt bad, of course. So she should feel bad as well. I feel bad now. I will feel bad. I mean, no, who really likes rejection? Whether it's you asking the person, even when you get a job rejection, you feel bad. So rejection is rejection. So whether it was from a woman asking you out or a man asking a woman out, if it's yes, fine. If it's no, you cannot kill yourself. Okay, you move on.
All right, let's take the answer.
So can you ask a man out?
We'll get there. We'll get there.
So are you avoiding my question?
Not really. Should we start going into personal experiences? You want to hear what my escapades?
Which one? Personal? What are you?
You want to know my escapades as a single lady? Have I asked a guy out before? Yes.
Why am I so? I'm not surprised. Like it's just like it's an. Go ahead. Like what happened?
I haven't, but I'm giving like an invitation. Like like I said, you don't have to come out and say, "Will you be my boyfriend or girlfriend?" I don't think I'm bold enough to do that. But I think what I sort of said was, I didn't even say, "Can we be friends?" I just, it was somebody that I knew. I was in school, and I was sort of interested in him. Funny enough, I was interested in him not because I wanted a relationship. I felt like he looked like a good guy, so we could have, and it was in engineering, so we could have like, what's it called, friendship. Like, I love to say, I have friends in engineering, medicine, all those kind of things. So it wasn't like I wanted to have anything too deep with him. He was from another fellowship, but we used like the same fellowship.
Yeah.
So what did I do? I mean, because we sort of communicate, I had his number, or I didn't have his number, but I asked for his number.
Yeah.
He gave me the number, so I tried to call. I'm so person I called, and he was a bit hostile, and I was like,
okay,
excuse me.
And that one was not.
So I just felt like, okay, maybe I called at a bad time. Yeah. Another time I called again, and he wasn't really nice. So I like, okay, let's just forget it. But he would see me in the fellowship and he would greet me.
Yeah.
So I just felt, this guy is thinking I'm so interested, or I like, and thank God I actually knew my worth early enough that the fact that you don't want to talk to me doesn't mean that maybe there's something wrong with me or something. I just cut it off with him, and because I knew who I am, right? So I think that is it. Women can make invitation, like that old lady was saying, position yourself, like if it's in this department, put yourself there.
Did that make you lose value at all?
No, it didn't. I'm saying that because I didn't go deep and all of that. It was just a friendship I wanted at first, and it could grow into something deeper if necessary. Or it was because I fancied this department and all of that. Like, okay, I want to have a friend in engineering.
So let's maybe flip the coin or go a bit deeper. Assuming this was a friend that you've known, you guys have been talking, just normal talking, and you then express interest. because you guys have been talking, this one was okay, just met the person, so you guys are not really been talking. Let's assume it's just a friend that you've been talking, maybe in the same fellowship, and you now one time someone courage to ask.
Sorry,
to talk.
I'm not going to summon that courage. It dies there. That's my personality. I believe in that theology or philosophy that a woman should not chase a man. If he actually cares about me, if he's interested in me, he should pursue me. And I know about people that say, okay, you can position yourself. And I think I know of a CCI couple or something that the woman was one that made the move and it worked for him, right? Yeah, I know that it works for certain people, but I think my pride wouldn't let me.
Okay.
Sorry, it's my pride. Okay, you can if you like to be vulnerable, if you're happy to be vulnerable, to put yourself in that position where you could be embarrassed, you could be rejected, you can go ahead of it. But I will not ask a man out. But if I'm in a situationship, I think it's similar to the question you're asking. A situationship where the guy is giving me hints that he's interested, but he's not coming out plain, I will go out. And if I'm actually interested in this, I will go out and say, okay, based on our conversation, do you think that we can take this any further, or do you have any expectation of me as a person, or how do you see me? I don't mind going forward to ask that question for clarity's sake, right? But to say, will you date me? Sorry, it's not in my box.
But the thing is, you don't lose value by expressing interest. You just gain more like clarity. You know what you are doing.
You've touched on this before. Like it's easier to say, oh, there's nothing wrong with asking a guy out, until you get embarrassed. And you're in the same department, maybe you're in a choir together, and you have to take the mic and sing, and he's just beside you, and you feel so, stupid.
But
you feel
but it's better if it is the man that gets rejected.
It's normal for a man to chase. It's normal for a man to chase. Okay. Anyway, let's flip the coin, because the question was understanding how men think. Okay, so I'm going to ask you: have you ever experienced a woman asking you out to say, "Oh, I like you, can we be friends?" Or it's always been you doing the talking?
Yes, I've experienced it while I was in school.
You didn't tell me this one. Go ahead.
But I was in year 2 and I was not ready. I was not in relationship while I was in school, and I was not ready for it. So I just was not ready for any relationship while I was in school. So that was I appreciated that she asked me out, kind of, but I just told her.
You sure you appreciated it?
Of course. Because we were still friends, not that we became enemies or anything. I just thought, oh, sorry, I'm not ready. I don't want to keep you waiting for a long time. I don't want to be in a relationship. But let's just be that friends that we were. When we see ourselves, we greet. If the time we meet to pray, like we have a group that we pray, we can always pray. There shouldn't be an issue with that. And we were still friends. We're all married now, and okay, I've not been speaking with her, but I mean, we are all married now, and life goes on. So I didn't have any issue. I didn't see her of less value, or she did not become I did not feel anytime I see her, like, look at this girl. No, I didn't really make her feel bad. It was just a normal. I did not even talk to people about it. Not that I began to say, oh, this girl asked me. I did not do that.
So you're saying that a woman that asks you out still remains attractive to you, whether she's the one initiating it or not?
Yes, don't even attractive. Still remain my friend. Yes.
No, I'm not saying friendship, and I'm like there's a way a man sees a woman he likes, and is attracted to her, and he wants to chase her, he wants to pursue her because he thinks there's something there, right? That, and there's this adrenaline, or there's a way your body sort of reacts when you see her, and you don't mind doing that chasing, and even when she sort of stalls you or she's not giving you attention, that's fueling your energy, and you want to keep putting in that effort until she says yes, and you feel, oh, I've captured her. Now you're saying a woman who comes to you to ask you out, you don't feel less attractive, and you don't mind, if you actually like her, you don't mind, you still feel that same vibe and energy that you feel if you were the one doing the chasing. Does it work that way?
I think it worked that way for me if it was if I was actually attracted to her.
Also speak to the majority of guys too. So
okay, first I'll talk about me. I think it will even make my work easy for me now, but I know generally men, we would feel that okay, we were created to kind of chase, so we feel what we want to be the one chasing. And I think the underlining factor is always it's about power. Some people feel that men, we feel that okay, that if we do the initiative, that we gain power. that we are the one. You notice that
In charge.
you are in charge. Notice that you unknowingly use the word capture.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Exactly. But I don't think it should be. We are not with it. But I mean, I'm looking for a better word to not for that, so that I will not use the word capture, because we are not capturing the women. We the women. So we are not capturing the women. But I mean, there's this something about men. There's this ego that we want to be in charge, right? We want to feel that, okay, yes, we did the chasing, we asked, we proposed, and she accepted. But I mean, there's nothing wrong with if it's the other way around. There are men that are very shy. There are men that are very shy.
Are you part of them?
No, I'm not shy. I'm not shy. But there are men that are very shy, and they're very shy. So I mean, you made life so easy for the man. I mean, if it's someone that is matured enough, he would maybe just allow you to do the little you want to do, and some other time he will actually initiate it more.
You pick it up.
It up from there, yeah. Okay. But you've given him a good landing ground, or a good starting ground. That's the right word. You've given him a good starting ground.
And do you think that later in the future, with the man sort of use it? Because I've heard of situations where later in the future, the man uses it to sort of emotionally gaslight it, to say, I didn't, after all, I was on my own when you came to me. You came to do this. I didn't want to be in this relationship in the first place.
Did they force him to be in the relationship?
You cajoled me. You manipulated me to be in this relationship.
I don't think. Well, I know it's possible, but I don't think that should happen. But I mean, it's possible. It's possible. But I don't think a matured man would do that, because she did not force you. She just, I mean, she did not propose marriage. She just proposed an interest.
Interesting. Okay, let me take this a little bit further. Let's take this a little bit further.
Yeah.
You're dating a woman. I mean, I don't know if this is going to apply to you because you're a Christian boy, but a Christian man.
Yeah.
You're dating a lady, and the dating have progressed, let's say 5 years, and you haven't officially asked her to be your wife. And of course, you guys are dating, right? And she feels like you're sort of delaying, you're taking too much time. If she goes on one knee to propose marriage to you, how would you feel?
I think that is where the challenge is. You are now going on a need to propose marriage. That is now you are proposing marriage. That's the difference between proposing marriage and showing interest. And proposing interest. It's not about, you are not telling me, will you marry me? That's a different scenario. The scenario here is that, I'm interested in you. That's the difference. So if you are going on your need to propose marriage, I think that is too early, because you guys were not even dating.
No, you're not getting me.
What do you mean?
I said, let's take this a little bit further.
Okay.
5 years into a dating relationship, the guy
okay.
Yeah, the guy did not ask out, and she now proposed to say, okay, will you marry me? Or sort of is that a good thing? How do men feel about this?
I don't think you have to. I think as a woman, if you're a woman, I don't think you should go on your knees and propose and say, will you marry me? You can ask the person. You can literally ask the person, come, are you going to marry me? You don't have to do it in the public. Are you going to marry me? And it should be a real talk.
Shy.
Yeah, you don't have to do it in the public. Are you going to marry me? Yeah, so what's the problem? What's keeping you? What's stopping you?
We're about to wrap up this conversation, and I know you've been getting value. I'm going to tell a story for women out there.
Yeah.
Because there's a thin line between I'm interested in this guy and I'm obsessed about him. So I saw a story somewhere about a lady who said God had told her that this man would be her husband. And she was like a very committed person in the church, so she was not a random girl. She spoke to her pastor about it. And the pastor said, I don't think this is the guy that God told you about, because I know that this person is in a relationship. She said, no, that relationship wouldn't work.
Okay.
That this is where actually asking her would actually make sense.
Yeah.
But she said no, that she knows what God told her, that she has a good relationship with God, and God told her that this person will be her husband.
Okay.
So I think fast forward 1 year down the line, the guy brings invitation, they announce it in church, and it's like, no, that marriage will not hold. And you sort of think that, okay, maybe she has some fetish, things in her heart, but she just felt that if God told her that this is her husband, nothing can change it. So that this is now going beyond, I like this person, so I'm obsessed about him. And because you have to be able to differentiate between the voice in your head and the voice of God.
Did God actually tell her?
That's what she said. Well, she said that marriage will not hold. So the pastor said, okay, if you say so. And the man had no clue that she was interested in him. So it was just all in her head. And yeah, I think this is where, like, I'm going to bring it back to, should a lady ask a man out? This is where you sort of need to show interest, because it's possible that she was actually on his mind, but because she was not in that position where she could be visible to the guy. Maybe he didn't see her, and then he saw somebody else like later on asked out, right? So long story short, the wedding day, she kept saying that the marriage will not work, that something will happen. Like, that's what she had. Like, the pastor said, he went to meet her and said, we're already in the wedding. Saying, I know it's the matrimony will not be completed. The matrimony will not be completed. Well, long story short, the guy got married to his lover. So, and then she went and cried and sobbed and felt, oh, God duped me. God was very, cunning. God didn't tell me the right thing. So that is her being obsessed. And I think this is where the situation of positioning yourself or maybe acting out gives you that clarity that it's not going to work, right?
I'm just imagining what God was saying. I not tell you anything. I did not say it.
But I think that it's possible that God actually said it, but the guy was not willing, because God cannot force his will on man, right?
See, God, I don't think it's possible. I don't think God actually told her, this is your husband. I mean, I don't know if I really believe in that. I mean, it happens. I'm not saying people don't receive. I mean, God can tell you, this is your husband, this is your wife. I don't believe in it though. I mean, I know that it happens. I've seen credible people that believe that God showed them their wife, and it works. It's okay. I'm not that I doubt them, but me, I don't think I just believe God would show me my wife. I will be the one to say, God, what of this one? Does it align? And he approved? No, let's go.
I think we did a video on this. Maybe
really?
You should go watch my video.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Not me. I know it's not me anymore.
Yeah. Should God? Will God tell you who to marry, or will you get somebody and say God approve of them? So if you want to watch that video, go ahead and watch our full thoughts there. Yeah. But I mean.
So I believe I will just present my case. God see, will she align with what you want me to do? I mean, if God says no, we move on. I don't believe God would, because that thing is misleading. And the challenge most times is that you've not even heard from God. You don't really have a strong, how do I call it, consistency, that you've been a pattern of hearing from God in so many things in your life. You don't even ask God certain direction in your life. Maybe you misplace your key, you misplace or you want to look for a job. God have not told you this is your job. And big thing like marriage, you know how important marriage, say God told you. I don't think God starts with big things like that. I remember when I started working on Word of Knowledge, I think I've shared with my friend. I was reading a book, How to Be Led by the Spirit by Kenneth Hagin, which I read again this year. I mean, that was a book that really opened my mind to hear God's instruction. And the first thing that happened, that I misplaced my church key, because I used the old church key when we go for rehearsals. I misplaced, and I said, Holy Spirit, direct me. And truly took me to where it was. The bush track I followed, I saw it on the floor. So those are little things. Of course, it's key. You might say it doesn't, but that's how God would lead you. Sometimes will tell you, step out, go out. You go out, you will not see anything, but you knew that you've obeyed God. He begin to test you with little things, and you're not consistent with that. You want to go and show you one innocent girl. So well, I mean, so I don't think I really believe that. I'm not saying God doesn't. He doesn't. He can do anything, but just me. Yeah.
Thank you for that. So in summary, ladies, pay attention to, I like this guy. Yeah. He's not saying me versus I'm obsessed about him and I want to get him at all costs. Yeah. You need to draw that line.
If you like the guy, position yourself and give him green light. If he also likes you, you would know, okay, there's something happening here.
So to wrap up our conversation on should a lady ask a man out, the answer is yes if you want to, and the answer is no if you don't want to.
Yeah, so the worst outcome is a no, and the best outcome is exactly what you wanted, yes. But the thing is, you can't get either if you don't ask.
Yeah, so I think there's nothing wrong with being confident. Like you said, as a lady, it's good that you're confident, that you see clarity, but understand the outcome that could come out of it. Like you said, it could be yes, it could be no. Don't be embarrassed. Like I will be if you get it no. Just take it with a pinch of salt and move on.
Thank you. That's the word. Move on. is not no, it's not gender specific.
At all. Men are used to getting this no, right? But we love yeses.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's the summary of our video. If you like this video, if you enjoyed it, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel.
Bye.
Share with your friends, single ladies. Share with them. Let them learn as well.
Single ladies. Or just call single ladies now?
You
just say ladies.
And now those are the ones I need to ask a man out. So anyway, that's all for today. Have a good day. Bye.
Bye.